Previously on the rolls we made.
Right on the back of the boar, grabs Jelsen and run away from the field.
Well, yeah, we won because we get to go on another adventure. Save Jelsen. Oh, we were gonna go to the tech school.
Let's rough them up.
And you get to the locker room. You can tell that there's some kind of magic inside of the coach's office, and you see a small book. As soon as the mage hand touched the book started vibrating. When you open this book, Salt, make an intelligence check.
19.
So you recognize these as scorchball plays. The whole team walks in. Brody says, get them.
I'm just chilling in
Yep,
the
just-
trash. Yeah, you should throw the book in the trash. And then I'll just be like, I'll do that, sure.
And I go to the coach's office.
I'm pulling that lever for the fire alarm.
This acrid, greasy, black substance
Ew.
starts spewing out all over the school.
Oh.
You turn into mist, and you just slide into the grate. You emerge from this pipe. It's like a cistern. You see a goblin, and then you get flung. You're in some kind of cage, and sitting there is Jelsen. Okay.
Oh.
So hey everybody, welcome to
Welcome to WoW Talk.
welcome to our podcast about MMOs, I guess. Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons. I'm Jojo. I'm playing the role of Dungeons.
Yeah.
Are we both the dragons?
Well, one of you is dragons and one of you is the first understudy to dragons.
Oh, I want to be the ampersand.
Oh, okay. Then Emma, looks like you're dragons.
That's fine. Call
No,
me Dovahkiin.
So producer Danielle is under the weather, which is fine because last time on the rolls we made, which I'll probably use that for the stinger from now on because the one I have now doesn't sound very good.
I like it.
Oh.
Previously on the... Okay, sorry.
Yesterday on.
A while ago on the rolls we made,
Not sure when.
Salt got separated from the group in a pretty major way. It's pretty fucking buck wild what went down and how badly that went for you guys.
I mean, I
think it
hid
went
in the-
okay.
Yeah. Well, you and you did the stuff. I mean, we weren't in the thick of it because even I just hid in the trash.
I mean,
I think for
I
like
I consider
4 turns.
we got what we needed. No one got hurt. One of us sure got swept away into some underground cavern where there are
Yeah.
monsters.
I'm excited about
And you know what? Like you got to crack a few eggs. Got to break them.
Gotta break a few
break it.
omelets to reconstitute some eggs. You know what I'm saying?
just like Nana used to say.
Because Danielle isn't with us right now, and I'm seriously just gonna have to sit and play with her for like an hour, for like just one on one.
That would be fun.
That'll
Yeah,
be
it
kind
would
of
be fun.
interesting. Because then are you gonna like intersplice?
I want
this with
to.
that one?
That's probably what I have to do.
Yeah, that'd be
Do that.
sick.
So it is right after you have run from Spring Willow Tech, and you guys are, from what I understand, just bolting down the street. Did you get back together to run, or
He was outside and then I ran. Remember, I slid through the leg.
I remember you slid through the
and I
legs
just
of Coach
took
Theris.
off. Yeah, I just took off.
And now you guys are both just trying to make your getaway. You're running down the street. You can still hear the alarm going off. Where you are, like the school is near like a rundown strip mall, and like there's some tenement housing. But for the most part, like you're just running down like a street.
So we're that close.
Yes, and like just with the power of logic, the local militia is going to come very soon to see what's going on, and
You mean like the fire brigade or like the militia?
bit of both.
Oh,
And here's the best part: you guys look incredibly suspicious.
Well, because we're covered in that shit.
You're covered in
right?
gunk,
Oh,
and
God.
also you are dressed up in some kind of duster coat.
Oh, yeah.
you look like you're from Mad Max, right?
Yeah, you look like you're, but more than that, like now you have special effects, which is a pretty rough move. So you guys are running down the street. What do you want to do?
What stores are at this strip mall? Is there anything still open, or is it really abandoned?
There's like
Is there a secondhand store?
Is there like a Binco? That's a Grand Theft Auto reference.
yeah, there's a secondhand store.
Okay.
It's a
Ye
rat.
old.
The Ye Old Rag and Bone Shop.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet.
In fact,
what-
it's called Ye Old Rag and Bone.
And a guy who looks like the lead dude from White Stripes is running. Gotcha.
Okay, wait. Did stores call themselves Ye Old in the olden times, or would they just say Ye Present?
Ye
Yeah.
present.
Yeah, it's the Ye Present Rag and Bone.
The Claires of now, or the Claire, or ye old Claires.
You duck into the thrift store as soon as you bust into this place. A rich smell of incense fills the air. Also, that sort of cloying smell of old clothes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Like when you go to a thrift store, that smell?
Yes.
It's that.
They say they wash them, but do they?
They all have the same detergent.
It is an absolutely
Worn.
unidentifiable odor that permeates every Goodwill.
It's called you throw some of those like dollar store packets of detergent and you use a hose.
Yeah.
It's really the hose water smell is what's
They just delouse them outside,
Yeah.
just dry them in the sun, throw them on the rack.
the sun is nature's detergent. It's fine.
Yeah.
So there's no other customers in here. There's rows and rows of knickknacks and tchotchkes and random stuff.
Some mugs. I want to check those mugs out because I'm always
we could
down
do
for
that.
some sweet mugs. Do we have any money?
I'm going to say we have money on us. That's not much.
Thank you. Thank you, Emma. Thank you.
As soon as you duck in, you turn around and you see a group of the sheriff's militia running towards Spring Willow Tech. Among them is the deputy who is wearing plate mail and had dreadlocks.
Oh, like one of the guys. Well, he didn't even say anything.
Yeah, you didn't talk to him.
We didn't get his
You don't know. You don't know his general vibe.
Yeah.
You talked to Linnell, who was pretty chill.
Yeah,
but you don't know anything about this guy.
Yeah.
He's running out with the rest of the militia, and he has like a set of hand crossbows that he's running like this.
Oh,
Because he's ready. He's loaded for bear.
I'm gonna get that fire.
I'm gonna get that fire.
It was just a fire alarm, right? There's not like monster alarms in these schools.
And now
Yeah.
I want you guys to make a stealth check.
I think we already duck into the shop.
13 plus 7. That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay.
This one.
Is it? Did it land on the?
Symbol.
Is it the star?
Yeah.
That's a 20.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Okay.
20.
Yeah.
We look like garbage. We just blend in with the rest of the clothes.
That is what happens. So, so the deputy turns to the right to look into the shop window, and maybe it's because you guys are just covered in garbage and blend in. Maybe it's because he really wasn't looking that hard, but he doesn't see you.
Nice.
He keeps running back towards the Spring Willow Tech School. So now you guys are in this thrift shop
Sweet.
as the commotion continues. You are now at 25 hit points because you got hurt.
Aw, man.
And also you burned through all your spell slots. That was another thing that happened.
What?
Yeah, remember?
Yes, but you didn't tell me I was going straight into another place of danger.
Wow, Danielle. I think it was pretty obvious by the fact. So let's just quickly recap. This is now it's just me and Salt playing because Wren and Hemlock have their little adventure topside. Salt, you are in a pretty dangerous situation.
They abandoned me.
They did not do that.
They abandoned me to die.
You misty stepped your way into a tunnel.
I was left alone.
Uh-huh.
I'm so
and
cold.
you slid down very far, very fast,
Very dirty.
very dirty. That goes without saying. In
Hey.
fact, make a charisma saving check to see how dirty you are.
I'm so clean.
Let's see. What'd you get?
9. But my charisma is like +5, so.
Well, I'm sad to say that it's just one shy of the difficulty of that check. You look disgusting. So for everyone who's imagining this in their mind's eye, Salt looks just gross. Just a horrible sewer
But I
monster.
carry it real well.
Your failed roll makes that not true.
What? Why?
Okay. So you have been tossed into a wrought iron cage at the bottom of this cistern.
No, appreciate that.
You quickly take a look around. Sitting there is we're sort of in bullet time, I guess, so you can decide what you want to do right now. Sitting there is Jelsen. He looks okay, a little ragged. I mean, he's been down here at least a day.
Oh, poor guy.
And then there's a lot of other people here. Lots of boys and girls of high school age. Oddly enough. And
Saw this on an episode of Buffy once.
you most likely did. I don't know anything about Buffy, but I'm almost certain kids trapped in a sewer. It's also the Goonies.
Yeah, I haven't seen the Goonies.
Well, they never say die. That's really all you got to know.
Yeah, I do know that part.
Yeah. You are in this cage. The spikes are really tall. What do you want to do?
So it's open on the top?
It's open on the top, yes.
High spikes.
It's about 10 feet high, and the tops of the spikes are spikes. Should go without saying that landing on those probably would be bad. But what do you want to do?
Okay, so all I got are my cantrips. I could do some street magic for the bars.
Okay. You're going to street magic through the bars?
Yeah.
Okay.
All I have are attacks.
Yeah, you do have most, like your big money spells are ones that let you do like interesting stuff, but your little spells are just like, this blows things up. This doesn't blow things
Somebody's
up.
gotta. Shit.
Sure. You know what? I'll give you that one. Somebody has got to.
Dude, I know what I do.
Okay.
I take out my pocket wardrobe and I get the fuck inside.
You cannot use your pocket wardrobe
Bastard, why?
because you used your pocket wardrobe prior to going into the
From my
school,
cape.
and it charges
Oh, my
once a
cape
day.
was so rad, though.
So you cannot go into the pocket wardrobe.
Am I at least wearing my cool cape still?
It's less cool now.
Or did I transform into the coach?
So let's just establish that when you got to the bottom of this slide, your spells wore off. Whatever you had
Whoa.
on. Your mirror image is off. Your minor illusion is off. You're just gross salt right
I
now.
don't have my friend. My
No.
minor, my mirror. My
I'll say they got hurt on the way down.
no. Salt second. No.
Salt the two.
Salt
One was
two.
called Puffy.
What was salt to two?
Salt the two. What was the third one?
Salt the ultimate.
Salt. So one actually has a nickname and the other two just have surnames. Okay, that's fine. Salt the first, but we call it Puffy.
R.I.P.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I guess in this situation, I'm gonna talk to Jelsen.
Okay.
Can I yell to him?
You don't need to yell. In fact, as you even he goes, you don't need to yell. It's not needed. He kind of helps sit you up. And he kind of sits crisscross applesauce in front of you, which is hilarious because he's enormous.
He's a big boy.
And he goes, how'd you get down here? Did you get scooped up from the field too?
No, I went down like a slime slide.
A slime slide.
Yeah.
That sounds wicked awesome.
It was, I'm not going to lie, it wasn't bad.
It sounds way better than how I got down here.
How did you? Oh, that's right. You got carried off by a boar or a wolf or a
Goblin. It was a goblin on a board.
On
So
a board.
that's a good, at least like 30% right.
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
I'd listen.
They do not treat us super good in here.
You want some food or water? Because I can make an illusion of one for you.
That sounds pretty nice actually. Can you make an illusion of food?
Yeah, no, and I'm gonna make like the whole Beauty and the Beast scenario.
And I can eat it, right?
No, this is hook food. You gotta imagine.
So if I
it.
believe in my heart, then I
Yes.
take a big bite out of like an
Yes.
apple and it works.
So when you do and it doesn't work, it's
Okay.
because you didn't believe in
I like
your
that.
heart.
You normally don't have to do for this, but I want you to make a spell casting roll as you try to cast minor illusion to create a nice snack for Jelsen to look at and not touch.
P.S. The food dances. 19.
You manage to conjure up the image of what did you want to make?
I'm gonna have big old cake. I'm gonna have a bunch of little cupcakes.
It's a minor illusion. So you can have big old cake, minor cupcakes, and maybe one other thing.
Oh my God! All right, and then some pizza rolls.
You make an illusion of all of those things. And Jelsen looks at him and he goes, wow. And he reaches out for the pizza rolls. And when his hand goes right through, he's like, oh.
You didn't believe.
But as he touches the pizza roll image, it starts to get like a little fuzzy, which your illusions don't typically do. The only time your illusions have ever actually like wonked out is if something like really stressful or really strange happens. But the pizza roll kind of wonks out.
It just walks off.
Yeah, and then he tries to touch the cake.
Oh no.
Not having learned his lesson, Jelsen's is a creature of habit.
He's hungry.
And his hand passes through the cake, and that fuzzes out. And then the images of these foods just sort of vanish. Yeah. And Jelsen goes, "Well, that sucks. Kind of wanted that. I mean, it probably wasn't working the way I wanted to begin with, but now I doubly want it, and I'm doubly disappointed. God damn it, Cha-Cha, could you fuck up?"
Seriously, she won't. She will not.
Yeah, Cha-Cha the cat has come over and now is just sitting on Danielle.
Can you... How about if you went, I don't know, that way? Maybe go that way.
Jeff, can you come get Cha-Cha?
Could you please take your cat?
What do you want to do?
I mean, I'd like to get some clothes that I can wear home. Probably.
Yeah,
I want to check out the skinny jeans in the women's section.
I'm gonna look in the men's department.
Okay.
Like that tracks.
All right, that's fine.
We're just going like
We both just like cross
Cross
paths and go to the.
Take that, norms.
yeah.
Okay, you guys are looking through basically a change of clothes because, I mean, let's be real.
We're trashed.
We're dirty.
Well, that and also Salt is the one with the pocket wardrobe, so there's no easy way for you guys to get home without being covered in garbage.
Yeah.
And I was literally sitting in a trash can.
How far is it from like where we are to where we need to be? Like, is it like a day's journey or like how?
No, I mean like
Just like cross town.
across town.
A different
Okay,
side of town.
like a 20-minute walk.
Like maybe you guys are sort of in like a Warriors situation right now where now you got to get back home. A couple of hard miles away from where you need to be.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I should get comfy shoes.
Yeah,
I would say so.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So you guys are perusing through the thrift shop. You manage, well, actually make some perception checks. Let's see what you can find.
17.
Okay.
11
Okay.
plus 1.
So, Hemlock, what were you trying to look for?
Look for something that is unassuming. Because we're in like a rough part of town, so I don't want to like wear something like bright and loud. I want to wear something kind of subdued. So I'm thinking like some like ye old Keds, some fantasy skinny jeans, and like just like a shirt and like a flannel. Like I'm going like kind of like skater boy, is what I'm aiming for, and a hat, something to kind of, you know.
What you're wearing now, basically.
Yes, basically what I'm wearing
And
right
you're
now.
you're still wearing the Shroud of the Coward.
Yes.
You still have your studded armor on and stuff. Okay.
Oh, you mean in the game? Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
What? So,
Now I'm looking.
Emma, what were you trying to find?
Me, I'm going just basic. I'm looking for some nice, just easy shoes, pair of jeans, and just like a black faded top.
This is really fun, this fantasy game we're playing.
I know. It's
just
like
trying to discover what you
okay,
buy.
you know what? Fine. I'm looking.
Here's what we do. We're looking for a
Field
trench
told-
coat that we can both get inside of and be one
Yeah.
big person.
Can I still
You find a horse costume.
Can I still carry my duster coat though? Because I don't want to just ditch that.
Yeah,
That's a
okay,
nice
yeah.
coat.
You find a nice change of clothes that's
Yeah.
comfortable and easy to move in
Just-
and isn't covered in disgusting
Oil.
fire suppression
Yeah,
grease.
yeah.
Hemlock, you find some change of clothes as well. You find some skinny jeans that you like, and you find a hat.
Holes or no holes?
In the jeans?
Yeah.
One hole
Distressed
and one
jeans?
distressed jeans and on one pant leg.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want it. I don't like symmetry.
Yeah.
You also find a pair of shoes that are in your size.
That's hard to do.
I know.
Not gonna lie.
You have one foot that's wide and one foot that's thin.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
It's called the obtuse clown disorder.
It is the obtuse clown. Yeah. OCD? was unintentional. These shoes that you find, they're kind of these drab brown shoes. Hanging off the back of them are these two dangling bells that don't ring.
Oh, thank God.
They may have been broken at some point.
Are they bells now if they don't ring?
I mean, they look like bells.
Okay.
But they don't have the things in them.
Are these shoes magic? Can you detect magic on these shoes?
Yeah. Oh no, I already used my detect magic.
I mean, you have other spell slots.
Oh,
Well, it seems like a waste to
wanna
detect
waste
them.
Okay, yeah. So you pick up these shoes. They're just
Like, I don't wanna
interesting. They're just
waste it.
kind of weird shoes with like these dangly.
I would buy those in real life. I always would buy strange shoes and coffee mugs at the thrift store.
Yeah. So you slip this stuff on, and from behind the counter of the shop is the proprietor, who is just the person who owns this shop. There's nothing weird or magical about them because
Sweet.
not everyone in Dungeons and Dragons is weird.
Yeah, there's just
it's just this
NPCs.
guy just works there. So he sees that he sees that you guys have put on the clothing that you've selected
Yeah.
without paying for it, and he's like, you need to pay for that.
Yeah, yeah. of
Yeah.
course. We're on the level.
Yep. Here's the fun part. Y'all don't have any assets. All that shit reset.
Oh.
So,
do we have to wash dishes?
Can we
in the
barter?
back?
Can we barter with something?
what do you get? Tell me what you're gonna do.
Oh my God.
God, we don't have anything.
I have nothing that I could give up right now. Okay. Do you like magic?
Oh. Can I play you a song of fortune?
Okay, listen. This isn't Berkeley in the '60s. Okay. I'm gonna need some kind of like
A thing.
like currency. So what do you
Let
how?
me can I just look at in my pockets?
Okay. Well, so my dude, let me just ask: is there anything that we can do for you in exchange for the clothes?
Yeah, you need like a little.
And I mean anything we
Okay,
can do for
don't-
you.
You're better than that. What did you? Maybe you have to have like something like maybe like an annoying chore you need to do and you don't want to. Maybe we could do that.
Have you-
like a side quest.
Have you been able to go on your lunch break? Do you have anyone to watch the
You want me to
place?
watch the shop?
So you're telling me that I should allow you dirty unwashed kids to watch my store
First of all,
First of all,
because you don't have money to pay for things?
hey, yeah. I mean,
there's got to be something that we can do for you today.
Okay. You can pay me money for the clothing.
okay, you know what we mean.
Well, is there any of the clothes that we had still in a shape that's sellable potentially?
Yeah, is this like a fantasy crossroads? We could just sell our old clothes.
Just trade up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, our stuff that we were wearing is probably in better shape than the stuff that we're
Oh
buying.
my God.
Well,
you-
but he hears that and he's like, well, I only sell the finest of goods.
It's-
Make a persuasion roll. Just one of you, whoever's doing the sale. You're going to be doing a contest of mercantile skill against the shopkeeper.
14.
plus
Plus
8.
4?
No, it was 10.
Oh,
I
so
did the
a
math
dirty 14?
myself.
Okay,
Yeah.
he got a 17.
Fuck.
Fuck.
So
Do you want a duster coat?
duster coat?
This means a lot to
I
me.
do like duster coats.
It look cool.
Okay. He will take your Spring Willow uniforms,
Mm.
which now you don't have those anymore.
So wait, how do we go to school?
That's going to be something you have to deal with.
Okay.
You guys don't have your Spring Willow uniforms now, and you also don't have your disguise kit. Your disguise kit's gone.
Dang it.
That's rough.
You guys now have common clothes.
Okay. I really wish I would have picked something better.
It's good that you have those because now you're able to get back home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys are able to leave the thrift shop.
Never shop
Mark on
here
your
again.
I'm never
God.
coming.
Mark
Yeah,
on your
I'm never
character-
coming back.
Mark on your character sheets that you don't have those things anymore
Oh yeah, I need.
because those are gone now.
Wow, Jojo, you really took us for everything, huh? You cleaned us out. I just knew that I had that disguise kit. Now I'm gone. I just discovered it.
You just came back into my life and now you're going away.
Just like Dad.
Oh, my father was a disguise kid too. And one day I couldn't find him. Go figs, right?
Go figs.
All right.
You've lost your Spring Willow uniform. You've lost your disguise kit.
Oh, good
No
grief.
uniform.
Yep.
Okay, guess
I'm
what? We
about
don't have
to-
to go to school ever again now.
Yeah.
Oh, you still have to go.
Dang it. I'm going to
The
Charlie
truant
Brown all the
officers
way
are
home.
level 35 golems.
Oh, God.
They will take you
It's
back.
like in that video game Bully, the freaking.
They're like unstoppable killing machines.
I always kicked him in the nut.
Yeah, that's how you have to
Anyway.
do it. Forget it, prefects.
Level 100 narc.
Yep. You guys, so you have kind of free reign as you're leaving from the thrift store incognito. People are gathering around Spring Willow Tech to see what happened.
I feel bad.
The sheriff is there. Like you can see from here, like they probably just got the fire suppression system shut off. But you can see like that stuff that was coming down has like reached the street. Like there was a
Wow.
lot.
Oh,
That's not our fault. That's bad. That's faulty wiring
Yeah.
and piping, to be honest.
yeah. That's over. You know how expensive it's going to be for them to refill that?
I feel bad for this poor school that now
I'm
it
trying
is.
to make
Yeah.
you feel bad.
Really fun pranks, boys.
Now their team is done.
Are we gonna have prom this year? No, Billy, we're not.
You're still in this wrought iron cage. Jelsen's kind of sitting there. He doesn't look in a great mood because of the food thing, but he's
Right.
all right.
Right.
So what do you want to do?
I'm gonna talk to the other people in the cage.
You stand yourself up, confident as you please, and you walk on over to some of the other people in this cage. They all look to be about 16 or 17. They all look really hurt. Almost all of them are scraped. Some of them look like they have maybe like a broken bone.
Ouch.
They can move, but not great. Some of them just look like drained, like they're just hurt and they just can barely move. But the one thing that's unique about all of them is they are all wearing Spring Willow Tech uniforms. They're not wearing Spring Willow Academy uniforms. These are Spring Willow Tech students.
Interesting.
You can try to talk to one of them if you would like.
I would like.
Okay. Make a charisma check because these kids are sort of in a stupor.
Oh, sure.
So you're going to have to like kind of snap them out of it.
17.
Okay. With a 17, you manage to kind of clap your hands in front of a young woman who's just like leaning against a wall. She looks like she's one of the ones who looks drained, and she kind of catches sight of your hands clapping together, and she looks up at you, and she says, "You're real. You're a real person." Okay. She turns and she sits her back to the cage wall, and she goes, "What are you doing here?"
Well, what are you doing here?
I think I'm dying.
I don't appreciate your spice.
Wow, you're just coming down here giving sass to these prisoners. I love it.
I think I'm dying.
Because you made a good roll, this person, Spring Willow Tech student who I haven't given a name yet because I don't know if they're important or not.
Spice.
We'll call her Spice.
Yeah.
Yes, you're calling her Spicy.
Yeah.
You don't. In fact, I would almost go as far as to say that even if she has a real name, if she said it, you're just calling her Spicy.
Yeah.
So Spicy here. And because you got a good roll, we'll count that as investigate a mystery.
Ooh.
So
Excellent.
you can hold 2.
Right. Okay.
What happened here? Who or what was here? Where did they go? What seems useful or valuable here? What is being concealed here?
All right. Let's start with what happened here.
So Spicy, she kind of shudders and she says, I'm not sure how long I've been down here, but one day I went to sleep and then I just woke up in this cage and every so often they throw us into a big, like an arena, and then she kind of trails off. So that's what's been happening here.
Okay. All right. And who or what?
Who or what was?
I'm gesturing.
You know, it should be
faintly.
who or what was/is here, but you're asking who is here, basically?
No, I mean, I was trying to get at who was it, but if she won't answer that, then.
Well, it was goblins.
Oh, okay, so no special, no like King Goblin?
Not, I mean, like, you can ask her.
Nah. What's being concealed?
So while you're talking to her, you catch sight of a small bronze pin that's covered with muck on the lapel of the shirt she's wearing. And it's being concealed in the sense that, like, she didn't bring it up, and just in the course of you talking with her, you kind of notice it. But that bronze pin is something that's being concealed here.
Okay. Well, now, what is this little shiny bug right here?
Oh, this I got this when I made first string.
Nerd. What?
First string, like,
What does that mean?
well, I'm the first end.
You don't look like a string.
No, first string, like on the Scorch Ball team.
I don't understand. Oh, yes, I do. I love Scorch Ball.
Yes. Remember, it is canon that Salt not only loves Scorch Ball, but fully understands it as a
knowledgeable.
game.
Yes.
And like so much so that you can explain it to others.
Right. Yep. Just pulling your chain there. Go
Right.
on.
Yeah,
Tell your story.
I'm the first string end for Spring Willow Tech Raptors. Go Raptors, feel the claw. And yeah.
Is this all a case of second strings sabotaging the people because they want to win?
Are you suggesting that perhaps maybe the second string Spring Willow Tech Raptors
don't trust
somehow
them.
sold us out to goblins?
Yeah, I think they're little bastards.
No, because we can only field a team of 12. We don't have enough players to have a second string.
Shit.
Must be nice to have that many players, though.
You don't need to be snide with me, girl.
You're not even looking at her as you say that.
Thinking and looking
and-
off in the distance.
And sure enough, as you look off into the distance at the other students, this is the Spring Willow Tech Raptors. This is the team. They're all fucked up, but this is the team. So I don't need to tell you, put two and two together. Whoever was up there was not the Spring Willow Tech Raptors, because they are in this cage with you.
Unless it was their twin.
It was not their twins. I don't need to tell you. The Genuine will come in and tell you that, but it wasn't their twins. These are the Spring Willow Tech Raptors.
So wait, are we back home now, or are we still we're at the shop still?
You left. You left the shop.
just
You
walking
can
towards
sort of. You're
home.
sort of like the immediate danger of being caught is past. So you're fine right now.
Okay.
So what do you want to do?
I mean, we should scope around. I mean, I think that we would scope around for Salt a little bit,
Yeah.
like on the outskirts of the school, and like see if. And we don't know that she made it out,
You don't know that she made it out. You don't know what happened to her.
but we can see what's happening from a distance.
Yes.
And we don't see
You don't see Salt.
Salt, don't see anyone.
To be completely honest, like you would actually probably be surprised if you saw Salt because she was in more trouble than any of you,
Right.
Yeah.
But we would see her getting pulled out possibly.
or in handcuffs or something.
And that's not happening.
Yeah, you're not seeing that.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. Should we head back?
I feel like, yeah.
Okay. I feel like being
feel
here
like
is gonna.
a shitty friend too.
Yeah, I feel like a
Trust-
bad. Yeah, no, I.
Yeah, well, I mean, the way to think about it is like you guys don't even. You just like maybe she just got away and she was like,
Yeah.
"Fuck you guys," and left.
Which
like
is,
you guys don't
which is
know.
that tracks.
Okay, so
I'm gonna head for home. We gotta head for, I think we should peruse that book a little
Yeah,
bit
let's
on our way.
Can we head back to the underground and maybe scope out that book a little bit?
yeah, okay. You guys return to the underground,
And can your
which
mom cook something for us? Maybe.
Oh yeah, she's
Okay, sweet.
yeah. I
Yeah,
sent a raven on the way over.
okay, yes, you send a food raven,
Hungry friends coming. Food, please.
and then Daniel Steffens is like, "I'm on the case,"
I bought the case.
and he
love
gets to
him.
work making
Waffles for dinner.
for dinner.
Breakfast for dinner. I feel like he's.
God damn it, he's a fun guy. Yeah, he does breakfast for dinner. Fucking, he does pancakes. He does waffles.
And then like Friday or Thursday nights is just like leftover night at your
Yeah.
house.
Oh,
It's just
that's
Which
all
is still a
leftover
good
ones.
night.
He invites the neighborhood for that. They rarely come, but when they do,
Everyone loves the Steffens.
Yep. You guys make it back to the underground. The smell of breakfast is wafting through the air. It's not ready yet, which is surprising because breakfast is like a 10-minute meal to make. But
Yeah.
Daniel Steffens pulls out all the stops.
Yeah, he does.
This is a brunch level breakfast.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, yes. Virgin mimosas, which are just orange juice.
Yay.
Can Waterfall still just be there crashing on the couch?
Waterfall has left.
Dang it.
Waterfall has returned to his spirit.
I wanted Hemlock to meet him. I think he would have liked him.
Does your family have a pet? I feel like your family
We
would
have a
pet.
cat. That's the cat that I lit on
Oh, okay.
fire. It's very like it's like one of those weird.
What's
house
your cat's
cats.
name?
Boots.
Boots?
Good,
Boots.
good
Okay.
general cat name.
Yeah.
Good cat name.
Yeah.
We're a very basic family.
But I
Aside
imagine
from the daughter, who's like a magical warrior.
yeah.
in my head though, whenever we're there, if it's all of us, Boots really likes salt for some reason.
Yeah.
That makes
just
sense.
drawn
Which is
to
odd.
her.
It just puts me off.
Yeah.
So you guys go down into the underground and you are gathered around I guess there's a table in the center there.
It's a foosball table, ye old foosball, fantasy foosball.
Yeah.
No, it's a
because
scorchball
there's-
table.
There's a couch in front of it, like it's like a table, like where you put your feet up. Type.
Oh yeah, like a coffee table.
You have the book. What do you want to do with it?
So this thing is magic, kind of, right? Because it's shut when you grabbed it.
Yeah, when Salt actually with her actual hand, it
Right.
just like snapped closed.
Do you have anything that, like, do you have like a protect from good and evil spell or anything like that?
I don't think so. I have detect magic, but I feel like it's like, what's that gonna?
You also, you have skills. You can make an Arcana check. There's a lot of ways you can try to figure out
What is
information.
that? I've never done that yet.
Arcana is basically like your generalized magical knowledge. So like the rules of existence, the rules of the planes, creatures that inhabit the planes, rules of magical interaction, magical like history. Like it's like the way I think about it is like general knowledge of magical or weird things.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I
Trivia. Magic trivia.
Magic trivia.
trivia.
Yeah.
Do I can do an
Trivia
Arcana
night.
check too, right? Or no?
You could. You would have disadvantage on it because your knowledge of magic is I do random things and stuff.
My
happens.
Arcana is +2.
Mine's +2. I think that's just the.
All right. Go ahead. I still have to impose disadvantage because you have just learned magic.
Bardic inspiration. Is that how that works?
It is. You
Okay,
don't necessarily have to
cool.
wriggle your fingers, but
If you missed it, what I did.
Oh shit.
what'd you get?
20.
You got to roll again because you have disadvantage.
God damn, that sucks.
I know.
11.
Plus two.
Plus 2
so
is
that's
13.
So let's see what your inspiration did. Got a 4.
Wow.
Okay, so that's
Yeah.
16. Yeah. Okay, Hemlock, you looking down at this book.
Yeah, you look like that dancer from Bob's Burgers. Who goes like,
Brazil. It's a book of paper. I get it. Thank you.
Well, it's a book of what's known as soul paper.
It's what they use to make jazz music. What?
Yes, it's what's used to make jazz music.
roll jazz cigarettes.
Yes, it makes for excellent rolling papers, and
Right.
also it can capture your compositions as you play them,
sweet.
which means that if you do
Ooh.
the squeedly squee on your saxophone,
It
it
puts
captures all of it.
Really?
No, that's not what it is.
Well, shh, you know what?
You
Don't.
guys can't just say shit.
First of all, you can't just bring up jazz and expect me not to just tune into what you're saying.
I didn't sign my jazz permission slip. Oh my god. Okay. It's soul paper. And don't fucking laugh. It's super important. This paper is
Jeff's laugh is making me laugh.
this paper is meant to react to the person who owns this book.
Oh.
So
So that's why it's snapped shut.
yes, it's snapped shut because Salt does not own that book. You guys were only able to open it with the mage hand.
Ah.
That is
You were
true.
incapable of opening it otherwise.
So it's like a diary with a magic lock on it.
Sort of, yes.
Okay.
And if you remember, like when you touched it, like it's vibrating. It's trying to not be with you.
What kind of magic is that? What school?
That would be conjuration, which, if you remember, was the magic that was because conjuration's
Around
like
the-
summoning,
Yeah,
like
it was
bringing
around
something
the
in.
players and stuff.
Yes, it was
Yeah.
around the players and stuff.
I'm trying to think if we know anybody in the world that could maybe crack this case.
Well, there's a
Or
couple
the
people
notebook.
that come to mind. There's Chloe, possibly.
DJ
Maybe the-
Clobar, he breaks this mystery open.
Breaks mystery open.
breaks this mystery open.
But probably better than Chloe would be he owns the arcade.
Lellard.
Lillard?
Lellard. Lellard might be somebody who could possibly give us
I
a
really love the idea that confronted with a mystery. Now we have our one part in the episode where you have to go visit Lellard.
Oh my god. Well, Salt's not here, so it's perfect because she's not going to attack anything.
So you guys are going to go visit Lellard?
Is
Lellard's
there,
Games
is
and
there a
Diddles?
dark arts teacher?
Yeah. I'm trying to think of who else we've met that has any sort of like magic. Because all of our
What
teachers,
about the headmaster Lumen?
we don't have a good
don't trust
relationship
him like
with any
that,
of our
yeah.
teachers.
That's not true. You have an okay relationship with some of your teachers.
But we haven't had
They're
like
all warriors. They're
Yeah.
like wearing a plate and shit.
There was one. Do you remember what happened on your first day of school?
spatchcock.
Yeah. How did that happen?
Didn't she had magic. But I feel like we haven't had
You also met the choir teacher, who I don't remember his name, but you met him,
Yeah.
and they're the one who told you about the song.
Oh.
There's also Professor Eldane, who's who's like the demonology and history professor at the school. That's one of Salt's professors. You have Professor Eldane for history.
Yeah. Okay.
There's a lot of potential people you can go to get information about this book.
But is it gonna make them be like, "Where'd you get
Yeah,
this book?"
I mean, hey, it's a choice.
I would trust weirdly Lellard before I would trust a
Well,
teacher.
yeah. Plus, me and him are like,
Yeah, you guys are really close.
and he knows like weird items and shit like that.
And he also isn't like going to be surprised by us bringing this book by. We've already been in his basement. We know his secrets.
yeah, that's true.
Okay, so you're resolved to go visit
Do we have
Lellard.
time to do it tonight?
If you like.
Yeah.
Yes.
How late does that place stay open?
It closes when the plot demands it. Like everything
Hell
in
yeah.
Dungeons and
That's
Dragons.
true. We're all like, what are the business hours?
Let's fantasy Google it. Let's get my Google scroll.
But what we should do is on our
eat
way there
first.
is Salt's place on the way to Lellard's. Could we like just I don't want to seem like, even though I know she's in a sewer outside of the game knowledge, I don't want to seem like a dick. I feel like we would be like,
To go like see if she's
yeah,
there.
well, we probably would take her with us if we could. So if
Okay. Yes. All right.
okay.
We'll go check in.
Let's
Yeah,
let's
knock
say
on the
like
door.
Yeah.
Is
I-
Salt home? Can she
Esther.
play?
you guys decide you're going to go to visit Lellard. You decide to make a detour. It's not really on the way, but you decide like we'll just go there.
We walk out of the basement. We go, Dad, eggs to go.
You got it, honey. Breakfast Sando's coming right up.
Breakfast sandwich
open
sounds good.
not open face this time.
Yeah, no.
Oh, well, then it'll be like 25 minutes.
Okay.
Oh,
you
He
know
was just
what?
going to pile it up.
It's worth
So you were wise to tell him not to do that. Hey everybody, it's JoJo, the Dungeon Master for the Rolls We Made, because the real podcast was the rolls we made along the way. Thank you for joining us for episode 12 of The Rolls We Made. This episode is... It's different. It's different than the ones we've been doing before, and it wasn't on purpose, just sort of how it turned out with Salt being separated. For those of you who are curious, I mean, there was a lot going on in the world at the time that we recorded this. It was right at the start of the big trouble, global pandemic as a result of COVID-19. No, we don't think any of us got it, but we did have like a staggered schedule because of everything else that was happening in our town. And it just so happened that on the day that we were supposed to record that next episode after Salt got separated, Danielle couldn't be around. So we just said, screw it. Looks like we're going to have to do 2 this week. And man, oh man, that was quite a week. And I've been sitting on these episodes for a while, just wondering what I was going to do with them. So I ended up making this. I hope it's interesting. By the way, I hope everyone sort of is into the song that's playing throughout this episode, that weird sort of a creepy... In case you're wondering where the music for our show comes from, I made it. I made that song, and I called it Salt's Descent, and I had to get FL Studio, which is a professional music thing, and it's very addicting, and I like it a lot. Thank you for listening to the rolls we made. We're super proud of it. We've been working really hard of it. If you would like to support us, the easiest way to do that is to tell people about the show. We don't have any money to advertise, and honestly, I don't know that would even work for a podcast. So, yeah, just tell people. If you think the show's cool, do us a solid. Tell others, because it means a lot to us. The next episode is due to go up on 6/19. Wow, that's exciting. Hey, my birthday's a few days from then. That's cool. Can't wait for that. And with that, I will let you get back to the episode. Next one is going to be a little bit more stressful. And by the way, we've already finished this arc in the meat space. And let me tell you, oh man, this is a wild one. Okay. Bye, everyone. Now that you know this information, she kind of nods off as like a surge of pain fills through her arm.
If only I could do healing, but I cannot.
Yeah, you're not that. That's not really your wheelhouse.
Nope.
Jelsen is walks over to you and he's like, "Come over here," and he motions for you to come to one side of the cage. He kind of puts his hands down like in the pattern, like you could step on his hand. Or do you want to do that?
Sure.
Okay. Make a strength check with advantage.
Okay. Does the cat count as my advantage?
It does not. That's a disadvantage.
Yeah, it sure is. That's a 5. That's a 10.
Okay. With a 10, you manage to get up there with no problem.
That's good.
It's a little awkward.
Sure.
You don't get hurt or anything, but you do make a heap ton of noise.
Uh-oh.
As you're lifted up, you can see out from where the cage is. Like, if you kind of recall, you landed in the middle of some water and you kind of rose to the top of the cistern, and you were grabbed by one of the goblins. It gurgled something to some other entity, maybe another goblin, you weren't sure, and then you got thrown off of the side and you landed in this cage.
Okay.
As you're lifted up, you can see the wider area of the cistern, and you can kind of see the edge of another structure down here that also looks like a cage. The difference being that this cage seems to have like a gate on it, also made out of scrap metal, and at one end of it is like a podium, like a platform that kind of looks like a flat, like an end table with like walls that's at one end. And Jelsen says, every couple hours they drag us all in there and they...
Is this a weird sex thing?
If it is a weird sex thing, then I don't know if I'm into it. Which says more about me than anyone.
Oh, sweet boy.
He brings you down. And as he brings you down, you see a couple of goblins walking up to you, walking up to the cage. And they have these long sticks with some pokey boys at the end.
Ew.
And having heard your noise, they gurgle something at you in a horrible clacking voice, and then they make a quick swipe at you with the blades because of all the noise you made.
Assholes.
So I'm gonna see if you
Super.
get stabbed.
Super.
I know. You and Jelsen both take 5 points of
For
damage.
fuck's sake.
Yeah, so that's significant. You get dinged pretty bad.
Ouch.
And so does Jelsen, oddly enough. He gets hit in the arm as he tries basically to shield you from the other strike.
Aw.
And then you guys are just both like, ah, and then those two goblins turn around and walk back to whatever it was they were doing. What do you want to do?
Jelsen, if you had to estimate, how many of them would you say you think there are down here?
Maybe like 15 or 20. It's hard to know. I'm not super great with numbers.
Sure, but you're saying a fair amount.
A fair amount. Yeah, more like an unfair amount.
Right.
Based on your tone.
Yes.
It's a lot of them
Yes,
down here.
very unfair and very, very unjust. Okay. All right then. So here's the thing. You're strong.
I have been told this much, yes. I've been known to be, of course.
Remember the okay, just to refresh my memory, there's the slide that I came down.
Yes.
And then what was there in terms of like visible
The visible ways out where there's this cistern has lots of tunnels. This seems to be like the central point of some kind of sewer system. That's what you could tell.
Right.
Because as you fell down, you saw like there were tunnels everywhere.
Right.
And you just get the sense that like if I could get into one of those tunnels, I could probably get out of this area.
Right.
Because obviously it's leading away from here. But this seems like a central point. So any direction away is the direction you want to be going in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you think that you could use your scorch ball prowess and throw me to one of those little tunnels?
Maybe. And then he gets up and he looks around and he's like, here's the thing. And he walks around the cage and checks the walls and stuff. And he goes, the walls here are too tall. There's no way I'll be able to throw you. But the other cage, not as tall, might be possible.
Interesting. How would we get to the other cage?
I have a feeling that they're going to take us over there pretty soon.
Oh, cool.
Now that you're here.
What'd I do?
Yeah, they're probably going to put us into some kind of battle cage scorch ball match.
What does that look like?
Do you want to just smash cut to the battle cage
Yep,
scorch
let's do
ball
it.
match?
Let's do it.
As soon as you say, what does that look like?
Smash cut.
A group of goblins come up to the cage, and they're very strong. They just pull the cage open. No door. They pull the goddamn thing open, and all the kids in there like shudder and are afraid. Spice, like, she reacts to this because she's been like almost Pavlovally trained. Like, this is a bad situation.
Aww.
The goblins grab some of the students. Other ones are just kind of following along because they're just very afraid of what's going to happen next. And you guys are all marched over to the other cage. And everyone is shoved in, including Jelsen. And as you're shoved in, one of the goblins grabs you by the wrist, which I'm almost certain you are not chill with.
No, can I reflexively hit him?
You can try. Make an attack roll.
I'm definitely reflexively going to hit this motherfucker. 6.
So you do reflexively hit him, but
Shit.
your hand, it feels like you punched a brick wall. Again, not the most physical specimen assault. And it not even registering. It was basically like you did a to him.
Well, do you speak English?
It does not. It grabs you and by the leg and lifts you up. And you're kind of like tossed like ass over tea kettle into that tall like platform. And as soon as you land in that platform, you feel very weird. And as you climb to your feet, you look out at what this cage area you're in, and the last thing you hear is the clanking of the gate shutting before you hear some kind of like a buzzer type horn somewhere in the distance, like a wah. And you see in front of you, you are on a rusted sewer equivalent of a regulation scorch ball field. It's not exactly the right dimensions, probably off by a couple of yards, which is something you can just tell by glancing.
Yes, I can.
But you know, like this is a scorch ball field that they're playing on, that they are on right now. And you are in this position very high up on a little platform. And on the other side of the cage, like all the kids look like a little fucked up, but they're looking around like, oh shit, it's going to happen again. And on the other side of the cage are a bunch of goblins piling in. In fact, it's a group of 12.
Uh-oh.
And you look down and you do a quick count, and including Jelsen, you have a group of 12.
Uh-huh.
And then you kind of steady yourself in your little cage area, and you look across to the other side of the arena, and you see on another little platform across from you, like what you're standing in, is a figure in a billowing cloak.
God damn it. Just wanted to be noted that mine was cooler. That's all I'm going to say. I wore it better.
I'm really glad that this is what you focused in on as the problem.
You're fucking
You're
right.
put in this terrifying situation, and you're like, by God,
I did it better.
that cloak sucks.
You pale in comparison, sir, ma'am.
That's fair. Jelsen says, So we're gonna need your help down here. Just do what you can magic wise. And then he turns, and then there's another sound, and the groups of kids clatter together with the groups of goblins, and Jelsen has ducked back and is holding in his hand a scorch ball, about to make some kind of play. What do you want to do?